Look out! Look out! Stop. What's that? Gun. Look out! R52. Alert! What's that? What's that? Alert! Gun. What's that? What's that?
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll start on the ground with Irving. Wiggles free. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Let's go.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll go play action with Nix. Looking middle, and that's complete. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And just shutting him off there. Still going. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Bucky Irving with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Half 10.
Now Allen going to change it up.
Monday. What's that? What's that?
They run for the first time with James Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Bills at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Viking 18, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Warrior 70, 79 Bronco. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's a quick throw to Freiermuth. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
Alert!
Allen going to change the look here.
Look out!
Cook up the gut. Nifty move. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down. Just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Regular. Middle.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
5 wide. Look out!
Allen going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come 19! Come 19!
Throwing Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, set! Hawk 70, Hawk 70! Check go!
To throw, here's Nix. Hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. In motion, the tight end.
19, Lion. 18, Pioneer. Go.
Working out of the gun is Nix. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Nix from the shotgun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Got it, ready?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week it was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss. And another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Middle, 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 middle. That's it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready, ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. And now an audible here into something else.
Panther 11, Panther, Mustang 19.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Alert! What's that?
Allen from the gun on third down. That is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
What's that?
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Nix to the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco. Ready? No street. Go.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Let's go.
Once again, it's Irving. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
18
On play action, here's Nix. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, home.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Let's go.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Allen going to change this at the line.
Half.
In motion goes the tight end.
It's on.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Look out. What's that?
To the air, Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Broncos will take over on downs.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2nd and 10. Here's Nix.
Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football to play, because the way they're getting after it, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick 6.
The Bills make me wanna shout.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Shifts by him at the 25, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
56, 56.
Throwing now is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Alert, alert, alert. Middle. We'll go.
Allen. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Nix rolling to his right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
To throw is Nix. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Half 85, half 85. 56, 56. What's that?
So after the INT, it's Allen setting up the screen for Cook. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Allen going to audible to a different look.
Alert! What's that? Look out!
And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Allen now looks to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Regular. Alert! We go.
Here's Allen to throw it.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
What's that?
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Here's a diving catch right side. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
What's that?
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Half 85. Half. What's that?
Now Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Five wide. Middle. What's that?
Now Allen. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Stop.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Off 52. We go. What's that?
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another.
There he goes, right side. Inside the 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 81 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Muscles him off. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Allen. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
56, 56. Alpha. What's that? Look out.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 51 yards.
And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Irving.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They'll try it now with Irving.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Now Allen going to change it up.
Alert, alert, middle.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
What's that?
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.